Good evening and welcome to Tarbell Pavilion on the campus of Swarthmore College for a big matchup in the Centennial Conference, a battle of 3-0 teams right at the top of the standings. It's the Swarthmore Garnet against the Gettysburg College Bullets. Bob Long here to bring you the action. And Swarthmore on the year 9-1 overall. The last loss coming against Del Valle College on the road. Started 9-0, the best start in school history, and now looking to rebound after a loss just a few days ago. On the other hand, Gettysburg on a nice run, winning a few in a row, and 8-2, also 3-0 in conference. Ready for the starting lineups here. We'll go through you the starting lineups with our PA announcer here tonight. First for Gettysburg, Matt England, a forward, a sophomore out of Holy Ghost Prep, local here, number 4. And then Pete Christ will be the point guard this evening for Gettysburg. 6 foot out of Delaware Valley Regional High School. Tanner Kirkpatrick, junior center, 6'7", will take the tip tonight. Cody Kiefer, a junior forward at 6'5", out of Gettysburg, a local boy. And then Kevin Gladstone, a forward senior, 6'6", out of Haverford High School. We won't see Cam Stewart start in all but one game this season. It's been Cam Stewart and replacing Tanner Kirkpatrick in the starting lineup. But tonight, it'll be the 6'7" junior Kirkpatrick to get the start. For Swarthmore on the other side, number 10, Matt Brennan, a sophomore guard. Sam Liebrick, 6'3" junior guard, will also start. Zach Yonda, the team's leading scorer, a sophomore guard, 6'2", out of Berwyn, Pennsylvania. Chris Bourne will also start in the front court, a junior forward at 6'4". And then Robbie Walsh, the sophomore forward, 6'8", out of Summit, New Jersey. He will complete the starting 5. This Gettysburg team likes to spread you out offensively. A Princeton-style offense they'll run, shooting 47% from the field this season, 34% from 3. Out-rebounding their opponents by 6.5 rebounds a game. That's a bit interesting and different than what you might expect out of a Princeton-style offense. 17 assists a game. They average about 4 steals a game as well, a hawkish defensive team. On the other side, Swarthmore averaging 76 points a game, outscoring their opponents by about 14 points a game, shooting 49% from the field, 30% from 3. Making just under 6 trays a game. Gettysburg out on the floor, they will wear their road orange uniforms with the black trim and the white numbers. Swarthmore coming onto the floor now, wearing their home whites, the black trim and the garnet numbers. A battle of undefeateds in the Centennial Conference, both ranked in the region. And we're ready for battle right now from Tarbell Pavilion. Kevin Gladstone will take the tip for Gettysburg, Walsh for Swarthmore. And we're underway. Tip won by Gladstone. Gladstone at the elbow. This is Cody Kiefer. They swing it around to the top of the key. Now Tanner Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick a long 3, knocks it down. The rarely starting Tanner Kirkpatrick knocks in the 3. Now Zach Yonda on offense for Swarthmore. Liebrick thought about the 3. Now Walsh, top of the key. Brennan off a screen thought about it. 12 to shoot. Bourne slips to the inside. One dribble, up with the right, and finishes. Nearly traveling in the backcourt there was Gettysburg. Gladstone at the elbow. Tanner Kirkpatrick comes off the screen. Feeds to the baseline. Pete Christ, the point guard, resets. Now it'll be Cody Kiefer. 5 to shoot. Chris needs to get rid of it. It'll be a long shot from England. A foul is called. Yonda clapping his hands. That one will go against Gettysburg. Foul called against Cody Kiefer. Kiefer, a junior forward out of Gettysburg, stayed local to play his college ball. Now Matt Brennan. This is Bourne. Swarthmore works it around the top of the key, 12 to shoot. Bourne leaves off for Brennan. A three. It's good. Matt Brennan puts Swarthmore up 2. Full court pressure now from the Garnet. Matt England with the long pass gets all the way to Gladstone. Quick passing. Swarthmore back in the defensive set. Man-to-man go the Garnet. England leaves off for Chris. Back to England. Straightaway 3. It's good. Both teams hot early on. Now Liebrick, elbow extended. Bourne. Here's Zach Yonda with his first shot of the game. That one's good. Knocks down the 18-footer. Good roll to the hoop. Can he finish? He can. Kevin Gladstone shoulders some contact high off the glass and finishes. Gladstone, a 53% free throw shooter. Looked good on that one. 9-7. Gettysburg leads Swarthmore in a Centennial Conference matchup, a battle of undefeated teams. Chris Bourne, top of the key, waits for movement. Yonda, good look off to Robbie Walsh. After getting it back, Yonda's going to get into the lane, float it home and score. That first step after the head fake got by the defense. An explosive guard. Now Gladstone, great pass to the outside, extra pass to England. The baseline 3 is no good. Liebrick with a strong box out, allowing Brennan to fly in. Now Liebrick getting it back from Brennan. Comes off the wall screen. Yonda will launch a long 3. Yonda's on fire early on. 12-9, scoring frenzy here from Tarbell Pavilion. Gladstone gets a good look from the baseline. That one's good. Matt Brennan quickly down the other way. Yonda now. Brennan, good look from the top of the key. Why not? Matt Brennan knocks down another 3. This team is on fire from beyond the arc. 15-11. 4 minutes and 22 seconds into the game. Gettysburg needs a timeout. Swarthmore perfect from three-point range. 3 of 3. On the other side, Gettysburg 2 of 3 from three-point range. Swarthmore yet to miss from the field total. They are a perfect 6 for 6. Gettysburg not far behind, 4 of 5. Cody Kiefer, the leading scorer for this Gettysburg team, averaging 13.2 points a game, but it's a balanced attack for the Bullets team. Matt England averaging 12.8, Pete Christ 12.4, Gladstone, who just hit the baseline shot, 11.9 points a game, and then Cam Stewart with 11.5. That's Gladstone right there finishing at the hoop. An easy bucket off the inbound play. Now Shane Leffler just into the game, the reserve point guard for Swarthmore. Yonda with 2 dribbles off to Andrew Kaufman. Sean Thaxter just into the game. And a traveling violation is called. That's Cam Wiley, the freshman guard out of Atlanta, Georgia. 15-13 to play in what's been a scoring-filled first half so far. Here's another 3. In and out, no good. Kaufman with the rebound. A bit short from Cody Kiefer that time. Kaufman slips to the hole, can't finish. Might have been blocked by England. And up the floor now comes Gettysburg. England will get it right back. Mid-range shot, short off the front rim. Wiley has another shot here to avenge himself after the travel call. Comes off the screen, nearly loses the ball, and does. Thaxter's there, though. Might leave to an open look. Thaxter cannot finish, but gets shoved on his way to the basket. Kevin Gladstone doesn't like it. I find it tough to argue with that one, but Gladstone called for the foul. 2 foul shots upcoming for Sean Thaxter, the senior forward out of Cobleskill, New York. Back iron, no good for Thaxter. Into the game now, Cam Stewart, number 52. Off comes Tanner Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, the 6'7" junior who now sits on the bench, got his first start of the year, only his 5th appearance on the season. Thaxter knocks down the second. It's now 16-13. Swarthmore has the lead here at home. A bit of full court pressure. It's Leffler and Wiley in the backcourt. Easily broken. Now Pete Christ off for Alex Caslander. Gladstone gets a look inside, a bit undersized against Walsh, feeds out. 8 to shoot, Caslander launches a 3. Alex Caslander puts it in. Tied at 16. Cam Wiley, elbow extended. Now Liebrick. Liebrick gets to the baseline, has to spin out. 16 to shoot. Walsh top of the key. Leffler. And a foul is called. Gladstone, that's his 2nd foul. And Gladstone has a way with words. He's not one to believe that he commits many fouls, apparently. That's his 2nd. He'll sit down. Walsh gets the feed inside, drop step, cannot quite finish. A good strong rebound that time from Cody Kiefer. Went up high to get that one. Now a long 3. Kirkpatrick just back in the game, couldn't hit. Stewart there for the rebound. Couldn't get the backdoor cut. Instead, now the 3. It's good. Cody Kiefer. 19-16, Gettysburg. Walsh, 1 dribble. Comes to a jump spot. Cam Wiley is there. Wiley launches the shot. That's short. And the rebound, another strong one from Kiefer. Very strong on the defensive glass. Cam Stewart almost lost the dribble, now finds Kirkpatrick. And an offensive foul, moving screen called. That's Cam Stewart, sophomore forward out of Sydney, Australia. 12:43 to play, first half. Swarthmore trailing 19-16. After starting 6 of 6 from the field, they've missed their last 3 field goal attempts. 67% though, nothing to sneeze at. A great offensive start for both sides. Walsh backs down, cannot quite get it to fall, gets his own rebound, and might have traveled. Yes, he did. Official Robbie Robinson saw him shuffle the feet. Alex Kaslander across the timeline. Kiefer. Now to the top of the key, Pete Christ. Kaslander comes off the screen, looks for his shot, takes it. Back iron, no good. Walsh there for the rebound. Brennan thought about going all the way to the hoop. Now gets it back from Walsh. Does well to keep his pivot foot there. Now we'll launch a three. Matt Brennan gets it to roll home. All the way around the cylinder and then down. Liebrick lucky to not foul there. Alex Kaslander once again across the timeline with the right hand. Kirkpatrick at the elbow. This is where they run their offense from. Here come the back cuts and a holding foul called against Matt Brennan. Cheating a bit to the outside, and that's exactly what this Gettysburg team wants to do. They're dressed in the orange. They're running the Princeton-style offense. And they're running it to perfection early on here. Now off the screen, Stewart is short off the front rim. Liebrick there on a bounce. Brennan, as he so often does, feigns into the lane and backs off. Looking for that opportunity. Here now it's Bourne drawing a triple team, does well to dribble out of it. 12 to shoot. Brennan along the baseline, feeds inside to Bourne. Double team doesn't come. 3 to shoot, gotta get it up. Does with the left and it's short. Good defense from Stewart to stay straight up, and now he has the ball. Alex Kaslander. Now Tanner Kirkpatrick. Stewart just inside the three-point line, that well short, but the rebound all the way back to Matt England. They'll start again. 19 apiece, 10:34 to play. Gettysburg versus Swarthmore in a battle of two top teams in the Centennial Conference. Stewart into the lane, cannot finish, it rolls off the front rim. Point blank range that time for Stewart. Now he's late getting back on defense. Able to recover now. Walsh from the free throw line, back to Brennan. Good find, got Yonda. Yonda from the baseline, can't finish, well short. Rebound down to substitute, Materius Massieri. Kirkpatrick can't finish, how did that not go down? So after a very quick start, game has settled down a little bit here, 19 apiece. 17 to shoot for Zach Yonda. Liebrick thought he had some space, well defended by England. He's forced to back it out. 7 to shoot for Yonda. Liebrick will have to launch for 3. Back iron no good, and the rebound down to Cam Stewart. Walsh nearly fouled. I think Stewart bailed him out by dribbling out of it. Kirkpatrick up top to Stewart. Good backdoor cut from Matt England. That's too easy. Assist to Alex Kaslander. The Garnet were ball watching there. Walsh can't quite handle the pass inside. Kirkpatrick with the active hands. And now Kirkpatrick will call a timeout. It will be a full timeout. We'll take the break with him. 8:41 to play first half. Swarthmore against Gettysburg here from Tarble Pavilion. And the Bullets of Gettysburg lead 21-19. Matt Brennan leads the scoring for Swarthmore. 9 points early here. For Gettysburg, with 7 points, Kevin Gladstone, who would have had more if he didn't commit 2 early fouls. He now sits on the bench. Only 6 minutes played, 7 points scored. Now Gettysburg with 13 to shoot after the timeout. Kiefer, Kirkpatrick, fakes the handoff, goes to the bucket, can't finish. Kaufman with the rebound, Leffler quickly down the floor. Brennan will back it out. Thaxter, skip pass, comes to Henry Cosino just into the game. Kaufman thought about the 3 from the baseline. Brennan rolling off a screen, good look to the weak side block, head fake once, and Thaxter finishes off the glass. That's a great offensive set out of a timeout that time for Swarthmore. 21 apiece, 7:46 to play first half. Kiefer cannot hit. Thaxter with the easy rebound. Leffler full head of steam again. Cosino probably traveled with it. Kaufman, handoff dribble for Brennan. Takes a bit of contact. Leffler will launch the 3. Leffler no good, and the rebound down to Kirkpatrick. A big game for Kirkpatrick, only averaging 12 minutes a game. But he started this one and has been a big part of the offense so far for the Bullets. Kirkpatrick at the elbow. England, backdoor cut. Somehow gets all the way back to Caslander, can't hit the 3. That was a good find from England, who was falling out of bounds. Leffler all the way to the bucket. He can't finish, gets his own rebound. Tipped back to him. Leffler has trouble with it. New shot clock for the Garnet after that one drew rim. Cosino, wild shot, tries to get his own rebound and does. Up top to Kaufman. He'll launch the 3. Andrew Kaufman knocks it down. And how about the individual effort of Henry Cosino? A bit off balance, chases his own rebound down and then earns himself an assist in the process. Kirkpatrick finds England. Now Alex Caslander runs right into Shane Leffler. An offensive foul called against Gettysburg. That's the 5th team foul against Gettysburg, the 1st against Alex Caslander. Yonda back into the game for the Garnet. Robbie Walsh back in as well. Now Leffler up the floor. Yonda dribbled it off the leg of Caslander. Caslander doesn't think so. Out of bounds to Swarthmore. 6:05 to play first half. A good one here from Tarbell Pavilion. A game worthy of the billing so far. 2 top teams here in the Centennial Conference. Cosino off for Leffler. 13 to shoot. Top of the key, Yonda waits for help. Leffler thought about the 3. Now Walsh with 5 to shoot. Cosino's going to have to let it go. He's not going to get it off. Perhaps he did. Gettysburg, the coaches are not thrilled. I don't blame them. Either got it off by a fraction of a second or a missed call. Perhaps the latter. Now a long 3 is good. Pete Christ, the 6-foot guard, knocks it down just off the bench and into the game. Walsh fakes the handoff, fakes it once again. Bourne has it. Cosino, top of the key. Kicked out of bounds by Christ. Christ with the active hands and legs on that play, knocked out of bounds there. 11 seconds to shoot. Now perhaps that wasn't called a kick. It looked like it was from here. If so, and now they do put 15 seconds back on the shot clock. There was 11 if that were to not be called a kick. they would have left it at 11, but the proper call made. 15 seconds now on the shot clock. We're down to 10. Liebrick into Bourne. Bourne has 2 to let it go. Will have to fire it off the glass, and good. Chris Bourne. Gettysburg playing phenomenal defense here. Swarthmore just able to hit some shots right in the dying moments of the shot clock. Look from just inside the three-point line, no good. Rami Halaby, and now quickly down the floor, Zach Yonda feeds it off the glass. 30-24, Swarthmore leads, 4:15 to play first half. Kirkpatrick sets up the offense. Now Halaby. Caslander back to Kirkpatrick, 10 to shoot. Inside they come to Caslander. Good move. Might have gotten a piece of it, Walsh, but it still goes down. Good, strong finish from Caslander in traffic. Yonda inside to Walsh, fights his way, a bit short, knocked off the scoreboard. The clock and the shot clock. Tough call there. That goes against Swarthmore. Looked like it came clearly off the hands of Kirkpatrick. Substitute will come in. Walsh will come off. Kaufman comes into the game. Very tough call there. Caslander across the timeline now. Tanner Kirkpatrick. .13 to shoot. Kirkpatrick looking for help. Chris has it now. 5 to shoot for Caslander. He'll launch a long one. Caslander knocks it down. Brennan quickly to the elbow. Cannot finish. Rebound to number 30, Cody Kiefer. Kiefer now has it back at the top of the key. Caslander looks inside, and Bourne forced to foul. Would have been an easy bucket. Rami Halaby had good position inside. That's just the 3rd foul against Swarthmore. So now the inbounds to Kiefer. New shot clock for the Bullets. Alex Caslander resets. Pete Christ. Back to Kiefer. Now Rami Halaby. Christ off a screen. The head fake. Back to Kirkpatrick. No good from 3. Brennan across the timeline. Yonda a bit late. Now he's into the offense. Number 20, Zach Yonda with the feed to Kirkpatrick, or to Kaufman, and who ran right into Kirkpatrick, slid the feet, and a traveling violation is called. Alex Caslander up the floor. Kirkpatrick now, a 1-point game, a quick 5-0 run for this Bullets team. They look to take the lead. Kirkpatrick resets, 15 to shoot. Christ has it now. Long 3 for Christ. Knocks it down. Gettysburg has the lead here on the road, 32-30. Sam Liebrick, top of the key. Brennan will launch. Brennan is good again. Matt Brennan, 4 of 4 from 3. He has 12 to lead all Garnet scorers. And a foul called. That will go against Brennan. 1:33 to play, 33-32. Swarthmore leading at home. A tight one. These two teams right at the top of the Centennial Conference, both 3-0. Joining them there, Franklin and Marshall. The Diplomats also 3-0. Gettysburg 8-2 overall, Swarthmore 9-1. Again, this Garnet team started 9-0, dropped a tough one. They trailed by 13 at half on the road against Del Val this past weekend. came back all the way to take the lead with under 5 minutes to go. But Del Valle just a bit too much in the final minutes. Now they return to Centennial Conference action, and it's Loeffler with a steal. Not a lot of numbers, waits for Yonda. Yonda flies in, can't finish. Bourne tried to tip it back, but a strong rebound that time. And an offensive foul called against Halaby. Rami Halaby, big number 24, had a strong rebound on the other side of the floor, but then on the offensive set, an unnecessary push. Got the arm extended, ball back to Swarthmore. A light half of fouls, only 4 for Swarthmore, 6 for the Bullets of Gettysburg. Yonda can't hit the shot, the mid-range shot from the baseline. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Pete Chris sets the offense. Matt England. England 2 dribbles in. Kirkpatrick thought about the 3, 13 to shoot. Pete Christ, up top, Kirkpatrick, no good. And the rebound down to Sam Liebrick, shot clock unplugged, 18 to play. Loeffler in no hurry across the timeline. 33-32, Swarthmore leads, almost assured of at least a lead going into half, trying to extend it to 3 or 4, but now a turnover. Kiefer to the bucket, can't finish, followed. Kirkpatrick puts it in. And a bad turnover there at the end of things by Loeffler leads to the bucket at the other end, and the lead for the Bullets of Gettysburg. Leading scorers at the half. For Swarthmore, it's Matt Brennan with 12. On the other side, very balanced attack. Alex Caslander leads the Bullets with 8 points, but right there, Kevin Gladstone with 7. Pete Christ has 6, and Kirkpatrick with the 2 at the other end. At the end of the first half, he now has 5. Swarthmore 13 of 27 in the first half. Gettysburg 13 of 29 from the field. From 3, Swarthmore very efficient, 6 of 8. Gettysburg also over 50% at 7 of 13. 1 of 2 from the line for the Garnet. Perfect 1 of 1 for Gettysburg. 16 rebounds for Swarthmore, 14 for the Bullets of Gettysburg. 3 on the offensive end for each side. 5 lead changes, 3 ties in what was overall a great first half. Good shooting on both sides. It cooled down a little bit in the latter stages of the first half, but we're in for a good one in the second half. After 20 minutes of basketball, it's 34 for the Bullets of Gettysburg, 33 for the Garnet of Swarthmore. We'll be back for the second half in just a few minutes here on the Garnet Sports Network.
Centennial Conference is about balance. We want the students to become the best they can be in the classroom, the best they can be in their athletic pursuits, and our colleges do everything we can to enhance that. You're going to feel the exact same things that you will feel as a Division I or Division II athlete in the Centennial Conference. You're going to feel the heart racing. Your teammates are going to be cheering you on. You're going to be in that huddle, firing each other up, getting ready for the opening tip or the first kickoff. All of this is what we look for and we hope that our students get to achieve in the conference. You look at the rivalries in our conference, and these schools have competed against each other for over a century. To be able to turn them over to talented faculty and talented coaches to bring out what we all know is there, that athletic ability, that ability to achieve in the classroom, the ability to achieve in the lab. The community that we build within the Centennial Conference is truly special. We have 11 schools that are competing in everything they do. They're competing for the best faculty, they're competing for the best students, they're putting together the best facilities. There are 43 conferences, and I feel the Centennial Conference is at the top of Division III.
1, 2, 3.
On the field of competition, you're going to be a starter, you're going to be a key reserve. You may be an all-conference player, you may be an all-American player. In the classroom, you are going to achieve great things. You could be on the dean's list. You could receive a departmental award. You could receive the college's highest prize when all is said and done. It's the ability to provide that kind of balance to allow a student to achieve in both ends, which makes the Centennial Conference remarkable.
Welcome back to Tarbell Pavilion on the campus of Swarthmore College. 34-33, Gettysburg leads on the road, and Bob Long here to bring in the second half. We also have a special guest with us. It's Josh Verlin of City of Basketball Love. He is the founder of the website, and you guys can go out and check that out, City of Basketball Love. But Josh, you do great work, and we're happy to have you on the air here with us.
Yeah, thanks so much, Bob. I'm really excited to jump on and talk some Centennial Conference basketball.
No doubt about it. Let's hear your thoughts on the first half. I mean, some electric shooting early on. Swarthmore, 75% from three. Gettysburg also over 50% from range.
Yeah, it was a kind of an interesting half. Both teams started off making a combined 12 of 13 from the floor and then slowed down for 5 of the next 26. So it was really interesting, really hot, then really cold. But honestly, one of the more back and forth opening 20 minutes of basketball I've seen this year. It's my 54th game of the season, and honestly about as even as it can get.
Fit to the billing. Battle of 3-0 teams here in the Centennial Conference. Swarthmore 9-1 on the year. Gettysburg right behind at 8-2, and all eyes from the Franklin and Marshall Diplomats on this game, Josh. They're also 3-0 in conference. Those three teams lead the conference right now, and they're also the Diplomats, that is. They're at 8-2.
Yeah, and Franklin and Marshall was expected to be here. Franklin Marshall was expected to be here at this point. They were the preseason favorite in the league. It's no surprise. Gettysburg picked fourth, so again, not a huge shock that they're at this year. And then obviously Swarthmore, that was the team picked 7, 31, having the surprise season. But yeah, it's been should be good. But you know, right now there's been 3 teams that have established themselves.
Just about ready for action here. Brennan will start. Zach Yonda. Now Liebrick. Swarthmore with a 1-point deficit, gets into the offensive set. Brennan thought about the 3. Gettysburg in the zone. Brennan will launch over the zone, no good. Good rebound that time for number 30, Cody Kiefer. All the way to the home, Gladstone can't finish, the late foul call. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. We were having a little bit of trouble with Josh Verlin's headset there to start the second half, so he also has some business to attend to, some writing to get to, and he'll have a game story for this game on City of Basketball Love. Check that out after, but we thank him for a few minutes here in between the end of the warm-ups here at the end of halftime and the beginning of the second half. Two of 2 for Kevin Gladstone. Walsh went down, no foul call. Inside to Walsh. Walsh in there with the elbows, goes up and hits it. Now Gettysburg, they lead by 1. Cody Kiefer, now Gladstone. Coming off a screen is England. Spinning with it, back to Gladstone. Gladstone knocks it down from the top of the key. 38-35. Brennan nearly loses the ball. Swarthmore needs to come up with a way to attack this zone. Different defensive look for Gettysburg. They work it around the top of the key. Liebrick has it on the baseline. Inside to Walsh, the double team comes. Brennan, Yonda with 4 to shoot, gets to the baseline, flips it up, it can't go. Kiefer with the rebound. Now Matt England, full head of steam. Kevin Gladstone at the elbow. Stewart. Cam Stewart for 3. Back iron, no good. Walsh with the easy rebound. Brennan quickly across the timeline. Swarthmore hunting for their shot, hunting for their flow offensively against this zone. Yonda with the head fake. 8 to shoot. It went through the hands of Brennan. Last touch by Brennan, or I should say Bourne. Pass came from Brennan, and Chris Bourne could not come up with it. Swarthmore calls the timeout. Head coach Kosmalski realizes that they're struggling with this zone that Gettysburg has put into place here in the second half, and they have a lot to talk about here. Still just a 3-point deficit, 17:38 to play, second half. A quick 4-2 to run to start here. Still in the early stages. Either team still with a chance to take this game by the stranglehold, but you get the sense the way it's going that this could be a good one all the way to the end. Part of the early slate here in the Centennial Conference. Just the fourth game for each team. Brennan nearly with the steal. Now Chris gets an open look. Front rim no good. Liebrick spins back with it. Will reset the offense. But against the zone, you can see this Swarthmore team may look to try to get easy baskets where possible before that zone can get set up. Walsh gets in. It flitters and goes down over the front rim. 1 point deficit for Swarthmore at home against Gettysburg. Gladstone forces a double team. Kiefer, extra pass. England gets into the lane. Walsh with the block, but it was Bourne with the body contact before then. Foul called on the shot. England will shoot two. There was a bit of discussion. They may have initially given that to Walsh, but it was Bourne all along. The contact came there, and that's Bourne's third foul. Kaufman sits at the table, likely to replace the junior forward Bourne, and he comes off along with Liebrick. Leffler on to replace Liebrick. Matt England knocks down both. It's now a 40-37 game. Gettysburg leading by 3. Brennan. Kaufman, now Leffler. Was given the shot for a second, inside to Walsh. Walsh goes up with the left, cannot finish, and went all the way around the cylinder and out. Pete Christ. They were looking to get it to Gladstone. Now Gladstone has the top of the key. Christ in toward the lane. Kiefer back to Christ. Gladstone setting the screen. Can't get the shot they want yet. And it's nearly taken from Gladstone. 8 to shoot. Christ up and under, it's blocked. Robbie Walsh there for the big block. Leffler looks to get a shot before the defense sets up. But Swarthmore is going to be forced to reset. Leffler gets baseline, jumps to pass it, got it all the way to Kaufman. Brennan for 3, it's good. Matt Brennan with a clap of the hands down the floor. Knew that was a big one. We're tied at 40, 15:45 to play second half. Gladstone against the much taller Walsh. Backs it out. Gladstone with the handoff for Chris. Brennan has to fight through the screen. A bit short, and Yonda grabs the board. Brennan, nice job by this Gettysburg defense, forcing Brennan to retreat. All Swarthmore wants is to get an easy bucket. Instead, it's Matt Brennan again. At that rate, this is an easy shot for him. Matt Brennan, 6 of 7 from the three-point line. They'll work it around. Christ into the elbow, Gladstone. 3 dribbles, back up top, England for 3. Can't answer. Brennan gets on the floor. Wants to get a timeout. Can't call it. A jump ball is called and a bit of extracurriculars. Cam Stewart laughing as he get up. Extra contact there against Brennan. No call, and Stewart will come off the floor. 43-40, Swarthmore leads, 14:40 to play, second half. Sean Thaxter into the game to replace Robbie Walsh. Leffler with some help on the towel. Cleans up the spot where Brennan put his body on the line. Ball inbounded to Christ. Pete Christ. The slip came from Gladstone. I don't think he expected to pass that quickly. Liebrick with hawkish defense. And Tanner Kirkpatrick with the travel. Lost the ball before he ever made contact, so that's where the travel call came. 14:28 to play, second half. Shane Leffler. Hedged well by Gladstone. Yonda, mid-range shot, front rim no good. Kirkpatrick has the rebound. Tanner Kirkpatrick, the brother of Steve Kirkpatrick that played basketball at Penn State University about 4 years ago. And a foul called against Zach Yonda as he was doing work to get in front of Kiefer. The foul prevents an easy layup, if nothing else. Trouble getting it in. 5-second violation called. Alex Kaslander. The internal clock moving a bit too slowly there, and the ball back to Swarthmore. Under 14 minutes to play, second half. Shane Leffler across the timeline. This is Kaufman. Liebrick off the screen. 13 to shoot for the Garnet. Not a lot of off-ball movement here. Thaxter has it with 7 to shoot. Need to get a shot quickly. It'll have to be Liebrick unless he can get rid of it. Kaufman will be the one. Way short. Liebrick gets the rebound. And Yonda will reset. Liebrick to the hole. Finishes. Might have even been a little bit of a tip from Chris, but it still went down. Now that's much better off-ball movement by the Garnet, and Tanner Kirkpatrick calls a timeout for the Bullets. A 5-point lead for the Garnet of Swarthmore. Led by Matt Brennan, who has 18 points on the day. Brennan averaging just a shade under 10 all season. 35% from three. 86% today from three, 6 of 7. An incredible game for Brennan. Zach Yonda has a quiet 9 as well. On the Gettysburg side, a lot of balance, as we said. Kevin Gladstone, 4 of 4 from the field. 11 points in just 13 minutes. Kaslander has 8. Matt England has 7. Kaslander has trouble inbounding it. It makes its way all the way to Kirkpatrick. Good alert play by Kirkpatrick to come get it. Kaslander. Now Gladstone fakes the handoff. Alex Kaslander comes off the screen, but it's a moving screen. Kevin Gladstone commits his 3rd foul of the game. And a big part of the reason he's only played 13 minutes is because he was in foul trouble. They may come get him again. Gladstone not happy about it as he runs off the floor. He's had something to say about just about everything tonight. But to the bench, Gladstone goes. Swarthmore leading by 5 into the offense with 12:40 to play. Yonda comes off the screen, finds Walsh. That's not his shot. That might be Yonda's though. Off the rim, no good. Walsh can't get the rebound. Kirkpatrick comes up to it. It was saved by Matt England. Well done by Kirkpatrick to come up with it after that. 21 to shoot. To the elbow, Tanner Kirkpatrick. Cody Kiefer off the screen. Back to Kirkpatrick. Head fakes. 8 to shoot now. It's Cam Stewart with the ball. Kirkpatrick will launch. Top of the key. No good. Leffler with the rebound. Nifty dribbles to get through the defense. Off to Liebrick. Back to Yonda. Liebrick chooses against the three. Steps on the baseline. And possession right back to Gettysburg. Leffler probably dribbled a bit too deep there. Did a great job to get through the defense in the midcourt, but then kind of telegraphed his effort as he got toward the hoop. 5-point game. Nice job to get the ball to the block. Kirkpatrick had trouble, able to get it back up top to Caslander. Stewart off to Kiefer. Cam Stewart, guarded by Sean Thaxter. It's now Alex Caslander, 6 to shoot. A foul called against Matt Brennan late in the shot clock. Swarthmore played great defense for 25 seconds there. Brennan, an unnecessary foul committed. Henry Cosino into the game, replacing Matt Brennan. Fresh shot clock for Gettysburg. England leaves off for Kiefer. Alex Caslander into the lane. Good feed to England. Back up top. Extra pass to the corner. Kiefer, no good. Walsh with the rebound. And stolen. Kiefer. Not a great pass from Leffler. Sets up. Count it and one. Leffler a bit late to the spot. Probably leaning a little bit as Kiefer went up, laid it home, and will have the opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. Kiefer, a good job to take that strong to the basket there. On the last few possessions, this Gettysburg team has passed up what seemed to be good looks near the rim. Now, the Garnet of Swarthmore have some size down there with Robbie Walsh, but at some point you got to go into the body of the shot blocker and get what seems like a good look inside. Swarthmore tries that right now. Walsh backs down. Easy bucket at the rim. Gladstone, no match for the big man of Swarthmore. Four-point lead for Swarthmore, 10:26 to play. A battle of undefeateds. Cosino didn't see it. Walsh initially got a hand on it. Could have been a steal. 13 to shoot. Ball never changed possession. Gladstone steps on the baseline. Ball back to Swarthmore. 10-11 to play, second half. You could see that being a good matchup down the stretch as Robbie Walsh takes a seat, but Walsh against Gladstone, I think we'll see a bit more of that before we're all said and done here. Walsh with the size on Gladstone. Gladstone perhaps with a bit more speed, and you see the offensive capabilities of Gladstone in the relatively few minutes he's played. Leffler walks across. Now Bourne on the baseline. Cosino resets. Zach Yonda. Leffler thought about the 3-9 to shoot. Gettysburg doing a nice job to keep this Swarthmore team off balance. Late shot clock shots. Cosino can't hit, and the rebound down to Kiefer. Matt England to the bucket. Finishing, Alex Caslander. 2-point game, 9:24 to play. Swarthmore still does not look quite comfortable against this zone yet. Bourne into the lane, left-handed finish. 4-point lead again. Bourne very close to traveling there. Wasn't called and backed his way in. Kaslander will launch from 3. Good strong rebound from Kaufman. Looks destined for Cam Stewart. Henry Cosino. Now Leffler resets with 15 to shoot. Bit of confusion with Kaufman and Cosino. They tripped over each other. Not a lot going on in this possession. Dangerous handoff there. England almost got in the middle of it. Yonda can't finish. Kiefer with the rebound. Kaslander, will he try again? No, Cosino gets the steal to the bucket. Can't finish with the left hand. Leffler follows. Kaufman's there. They're going to call an offensive foul against Andrew Kaufman. Cody Kiefer. Swarthmore fans and coaching staff not thrilled. Could have gone either way. Looked like there was some movement. Almost a carbon copy of what we saw on the other end with Shane Leffler when he was sliding. But this one called an offensive foul. Wiped the points off the board. Kaufman will come off the floor, his first personal foul. And here we sit, 49-45. Swarthmore leading by 4 in an intense game here at home. A battle of two teams at the top of the Centennial Conference. Now Swarthmore will start a zone of their own. Backdoor cut, finished. Pete Christ. Gettysburg knows how to beat the zone. They play it all the time. That was good offense there, and now the steal comes from Kiefer. Right back though, Bourne was there. Kiefer was hurried that time by Yonda. And now Landry Kosmalski will call a timeout, a 30-second timeout. 49-47, Swarthmore leads. The 9-1 Garnet, perfect at home this year against Gettysburg, who's 4-1 on the road. Swarthmore shooting 46.5% from the field. That's well above average. 8 of 13 from 3, also well above average. Gettysburg shooting 41.5% from the field, getting out rebounded 25-22. But they're perfect from the free throw line, 6 of 6 versus 1 of 2 for Swarthmore. A reason they're staying in this game. .7:27 to play. 2-point lead for Swarthmore. They have the basketball. 22 to shoot on the shot clock. This is Yonda inside to Walsh. Doesn't need to dribble. Can't finish though. And Gladstone is there. Landry Kosmalski thinks there was a foul. Walsh couldn't get it over the front of the rim. Matt England from the elbow. In and out. Rebound to Christ. Backs it out. Back to Gladstone. And Matt England will reset. 22 to shoot. Cam Stewart with the left hand. In toward the block. Fouled on his way to the bucket. Might have been Bourne again. They're going to call it on Zach Yonda. Swarthmore fortunate to have that one called on Yonda, just his second. That would have been Chris Bourne's fourth. Cam Stewart knocks down the first free throw. Gettysburg now within 1 on the road. Second free throw well short from Cam Stewart. Brennan quickly across the timeline. Gettysburg back into the man-to-man. Yonda has it now, elbow extended. Gets to the baseline, can't finish. It rolled right through the back of the rim and onto the other side to the weak side block. Tantalizing that time for the sophomore. England can't finish. Should have been called a goaltend. When he hit the backboard that hard that the rim rattles, that has to be called a goaltending. Gettysburg fortunate there. 5:51 to play, a 1-point lead for Swarthmore. Liebrick gets to the baseline, finishes off the glass. The junior guard out of Falls Church, Virginia, puts the Garnet up 3. Gladstone. Now Pete Christ with the left hand. Kiefer. Nice defense by Yonda. Gladstone, top of the key 3. No good. And a foul is called against Yonda. Looks like he got hit in the face as well, but the pressure there from Yonda, bit of a shove in the back, was called first. So that's Yonda's 3rd foul. That's Swarthmore's 8th foul of the second half. And it'll be Cody Kiefer to go to the line to shoot 1-1. The 70% free throw shooter Kiefer knocks down the first and earns his second. Kiefer knocks down the second. Now just a 1-point lead for Swarthmore. 5:18 to play. A battle of undefeateds here in the Centennial Conference. An early battle for conference supremacy. Walsh top of the key. Brennan now. Under 5 to play. Now 8 seconds to shoot. Liebrick. Kaufman didn't catch it clean. Comes right inside. Cannot hit the mid-range shot. Gettysburg with a chance to take the lead. Gladstone hands off for Kirkpatrick. England 10 to shoot for Gladstone. Feeds to Kiefer, can't hit the 3. Kaufman, an easy rebound. Liebrick heads baseline, turns it back up. Henry Cosino. Brennan. 13 to shoot for Brennan. Jumps to get the pass to Cosino. Baseline 3. Henry Cosino knocks down the 3. 54-50, a timeout called. 3:58 to play, second half. Henry Cosino, 2 of 5 on the day. That's his first 3-point attempt, but he knocked it down. He has 5, and Swarthmore leads by 4. Nearly even in the rebounding category. 28 rebounds for Swarthmore, 27 for Gettysburg. Gettysburg usually out-rebounds their opponents by 6.5 a game. A good effort from the big men of Swarthmore here today. The thing about this Gettysburg team, they have a lot of size across the board. They don't have anyone really at that 6'8" level that Robbie Walsh is. The closest is Kirkpatrick, but he's only played 4 games. This is now his 5th, and about 12 minutes a clip. But beyond that, it's a lot of 6'6", 6'5", 6'4". The only guy that plays significant minutes under 6'4" is really their point guard, number 22, Pete Christ. So this team gets a lot of rebounds, is long, can keep possessions going. Swarthmore, a good job today to maintain their own possessions and grab 5 offensive rebounds themselves. Under 4 now, 54-50. Gettysburg looking to answer the 3 from Henry Cosino. Gladstone forces the double. Kirkpatrick skip pass to get it inside. England turns, can't get it to fall, tantalizingly on the rim. Brennan turns back up. Cosino off the screen. Brennan had the look for a half second, closed out well by England. 13 to shoot. Brennan launches a 3. Matt Brennan knocks it down. It's a 7-point lead for the Garnet of Swarthmore. Matt Brennan gonna have a hard time cooling off after this one, a huge game. Rebound, fought for, Kiefer, can't finish. Chris Bourne with a big time rebound, and the foul called against Kevin Gladstone. Gladstone with his 4th foul. And for the 3rd time in 4 fouls, he doesn't like it. Imagine that. Fourth on Gladstone, 2nd on the team here in the second half. That is a huge rebound. A man's rebound from Chris Bourne at a time where this team really needed it. Gettysburg will now move up into the full court pressure. But they will only feign that pressure as Matt Brennan is allowed to walk it across the timeline. 2:50 to play. Swarthmore leading by 7. Needs strong, efficient offensive possessions that yield good shots. No good. Tipped. Walsh has it. A fresh 30 for Swarthmore. They can take their time if they want. Walsh spins to the left and hits it off the glass. A big smile from Walsh as he comes down the floor. The sophomore puts the Garnet up 9. Gladstone off to Kirkpatrick, feigned the 3. Swarthmore buckling down defensively, and a timeout is called. George Petrie, in his 27th season coaching Gettysburg, wants to talk about it. This will be a full timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. 2:15 to play, second half. A big run here for Swarthmore. They lead by 9, 57-50 here on the Garnet Sports Network. An 8-0 run for the Swarthmore Garnet, highlighted by 2 threes, one from Brennan, one from Cosino, and then the spinning layup from Robbie Walsh has put this team up 9. Also 8 rebounds for Robbie Walsh. He has 8 and 8 so far, approaching double-double territory. Thrown away, somehow there to go get it is Kiefer. Caslander nearly fell inbounds as well. Long 3 from Kiefer, top of the key, no good. Gladstone with the rebound, can't get it to fall, and Robbie Walsh has his 9th board of the night. Under 2 to play. This is the mark of good teams. Can they put a good team away? Matt Brennan fouled by Matt England, kind of bailed out there. Dribbled it off his foot, and Brennan nearly lost it there. Just the 3rd team foul against Gettysburg, so no foul shots, but a fresh 30 for Swarthmore. Sam Lieberg to inbound. Brennan in no hurry. They want to foul Lieberg, and now they do. I think everyone got the memo except for Cam Stewart. The whole gym is yelling foul, and took Cam Stewart a couple seconds to hear that. That's the 4th team foul. They'll need to foul 3 more times. They will. This time Matt England against Brennan. 1:41 to play. 9-point lead for Swarthmore. Yonda's just going to run away. No foul yet, and now it comes. Wasting 4 seconds with Zach Yonda in the backcourt. So Kaslander commits his 2nd foul of the game, the team's 6th of the second half. Swarthmore now to be careful who they get the ball into. Yonda's going to get by the defense. He'll dunk it. A 2-handed slam. Zach Yonda puts the team up double digits. Kaslander. Gladstone, they're looking to move quickly across the lane. Floats in with the left hand. A really nice finish from Kevin Gladstone. And now Matt Brennan gets hit across the neck by Matt England. England all smiles down the floor. Odd reaction that time from England. Just whacked the guy across the neck, but it'll be Matt Brennan to shoot 2. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Matt Brennan earns his 2nd. At this point, only turnovers and missed free throws could turn this one the wrong way for Swarthmore. Brennan misses the 2nd. 10-point game, 70 seconds to play in this one. Pete Christ. Open look. Cam Stewart knocks down the 3. 7-point game. Swarthmore needs to get it in. They will to Brennan. And he's fouled right away by Pete Christ. They will do it again from the free throw line. Another 1-and-1 upcoming. The 8th team foul against Gettysburg. And that's Pete Christ's first of the game. Games are won and lost on the front end. Matt Brennan, big free throws coming up here. Front end is good once again from Brennan, earning his 2nd. Two of 2 for Matt Brennan, back up 9. Cody Kiefer. Stewart may try again. Instead, an easy look inside. Kiefer finishes. A bit of English off the glass. Brennan fouled once again. He will shoot all 3 of Swarthmore's 1-and-1 opportunities. That time, once again, he's fouled by number 22, Pete Christ. That's his 2nd foul of the game. Brennan hits the front end. Big free throws this time. The sophomore guard stepping up big in timely spots. Brennan goes 5 of 6 at very timely moments to keep the lead at 9. Full timeout called by Landry Kosmolski and the Swarthmore Garnet. 47.1 to play here from Tarbell Pavilion. Swarthmore at 3-0 leads the 3-0 Gettysburg Bullets 66-57. Back to Tarble Pavilion here, 66-57, a 9-point lead for Swarthmore, 47.1 to play. Gettysburg with the ball. Kiefer. Cam Stewart. They look for Pete Christ. Swarthmore with good defense, foot on the line, long shot. They call it a 3. So all 3 given there. Zach Yonda is fouled. Now a 6-point game. Looked all too clear from up here that Kiefer was on the line. Yonda with an opportunity to put the team back up 8 now. A foreign object on the court. Knee guard looks like. Fell out one of the players. Yonda knocks down the first. 67-60. Gettysburg going to need to move quickly up the floor. Swarthmore 7 of 8 from the line since Gettysburg started fouling. That's the way to put away a game. Matt England may still have something to say. Kirkpatrick feeds off to Gladstone and finishes. Timeout called now. Shot clock turned out. 22.5 seconds to play. Full timeout called by George Petrie. 22.5 seconds, a 6-point lead for Swarthmore. Gettysburg now going to need to go after the ball. Try to get a steal, try to get a turnover, because sending Zach Yonda or Matt Brennan to the free throw line has not worked out too well so far. Matt Brennan, a huge day, 26 points on 7 of 10 shooting, 7 of 9 from 3. Zach Yonda, another nice day, 13 from the sophomore, just below his average of 15.3 points a game. Chris Bourne only has 6. He and Yonda lead the team in scoring at 15.8 and 15.3 points respectively. But it's been Brennan with a huge day. Nice job to get the ball into the guy they wanted to, Zach Yonda. And he's forced to be fouled by Cam Stewart. After a made basket, you are allowed to move on the baseline. And that's exactly what happened there. Lieber came into the out-of-bounds area. Yonda legally passed it to him and then stepped in bounds. Threw the defense off, an easy inbounds play. Well designed by Landry Kosmalski. In and out. There is some hope for Gettysburg. It's still just a 2-possession game. Yonda with an opportunity to make the lead 7 and a 3-possession basketball game. All right, 3 possessions, 19 seconds to play. Gettysburg forced to move quickly. Kiefer gets a decent look. No good, followed by Christ. No foul called. Yonda with the rebound. And a foul is called by Cam Stewart. They might have been trying to wait him out there, but realizing with 5 seconds left, not much to wait for. Even if you take that 5-second violation, all you got to do is not turn the ball over there underneath your own basket if you're Yonda. Yonda hits the first. Swarthmore is going to win a huge early conference matchup. Second is good from Yonda, a 9-point lead. England up the floor. They'll get one last shot. No, they won't. Stewart doesn't even get it off, and Swarthmore at home gets a big one here in Centennial Conference play. A 71-62 win over previously unbeaten in conference Gettysburg College. Player of the game, without a doubt, Matt Brennan ends with 26 points on 79% shooting from 3, 70% from the floor, and 5 of 6 from the line. Also a big day for Zach Yonda, 5 of 13 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 rebounds to boot. Robbie Walsh, oh so close to a double-double. He had 9 rebounds, 8 points on the game. Chris Bourne ended with 6, Sam Liebrick with 4. Henry Cosino added a big 3 off the bench. He had 5. Andrew Kaufman with 3, and Sean Thaxter also with 3. On the Gettysburg side, Kevin Gladstone, he had 15 points, 2 rebounds. Cody Kiefer, a nice game, a double-double for him, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Kirkpatrick had 5 points. Pete Christ had 8. Matt England with 7. Alex Caslander had 10. And then off the bench, Cam Stewart, he had 4. As a team, 48.1 from the field for Swarthmore, about at their season average. 10 of 16 from 3, that's 62.5%. For Gettysburg, 39.3 from the field, 9 of 26 from 3. Swarthmore, a good day from the line, 11 of 14. Gettysburg, 9 of 10. The Garnet won the rebounding battle, 33 rebounds for the Garnet and 30 for the Bullets, 6 offensive rebounds for Swarthmore. A huge win here at home, 71-62, the win over Gettysburg. Thanks to Josh Verlin from City of Basketball Love for hopping on with us for a few minutes. And this is Bob Long signing off from Swarthmore, Pennsylvania. You've been listening to Swarthmore Men's Basketball here on the Garnet Sports Network.